Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing the Dior Beauty routine that I most frequently go to, both on the skincare side and the makeup side. So I'm gonna share my entire Dior Prestige skincare line routine. I have made a few videos about that line before because it is my absolute favorite and I have reviewed it a few times, but I also consistently go back to it and I repurchase it because I do genuinely love it. So I figured I would show you how I use it, the products and all that, and also my most commonly used products for makeup. I don't wear a ton of makeup on a regular basis, but when I do, I typically gravitate towards my Dior Beauty products. I did recently film a Dior Beauty, everything that I own, everything that I've tried, what I recommend, what I would skip. And so I figured, what better way to show you some of these products in action than to just give you a little, get ready with me routine, both on the skincare side and the makeup side, so that you can see these products truly in action. As a little disclaimer, obviously these are the ones that work for my skin. I have pretty sensitive skin with rosacea, so I do gravitate towards products that are not going to irritate me, and I've been very lucky that none of the Dior Beauty products irritate me. And obviously I'm using the shades that are for my skin. I also don't typically go for a lot of coverage, so if you like more natural, like very little makeup, this would definitely be for you. All the products that I shared I'm gonna link in the description as well if you want to check them out, but obviously this is the final look, so I filmed everything before this clip and I'm gonna go ahead and insert that now so that you see the entire process. First things first, we're gonna start off with skincare, but we're also gonna start off by putting my hair away from the face. I am using the entire Dior Prestige skincare line. This is the lotion. See right here, it is liquid, but it is like a thick liquid. You can see the texture right there. Again, liquid, but definitely on the thicker end. The purpose of this one is supposed to be balancing and refining micronutritive lotion for the face. I suppose it kind of plays the role of a toner, so to speak. I will say the thing is, it smells so good. The entire Dior Prestige skincare line just smells absolutely divine. It's all made, I believe, from the Rose de Granville, which is the rose that Christian Dior's mom used to grow in her garden, and what a lot of things are based off in Dior Beauty. So also the Miss Dior is also based on that same rose. This is the serum. This thing is like liquid gold. It is also very expensive, so a little goes a long way. You can see it there. It is also a little bit on the thicker end. I would say it's a similar texture to the lotion. And this one I just pat it onto my skin. Again, it smells really good. Honestly, the entire collection I would say has the same scent, yet everything smells like that rose. Well, what I'm assuming is that rose. I haven't actually smelled that rose. And this one is an exceptional revitalizing micronutritive serum for face and neck. We follow this with the eye cream, or the eye serum I should say. It has these little pearls that just really have like a cooling effect, and it's supposed to really help depuff. Lightly press it, some of the liquid comes there, or the serum, and then I just go around my eyes and it feels so soothing. The pearls act sort of like a roller, so they really help just depuff the skin. And this whole line is also supposed to be like anti-aging, so I also like to go around my, I think this is called the crow's feet if I'm not wrong, that line around here, so it's supposed to also help. You can also do the 11s. I've seen people use this around the mouth area and also the 11s, so I also do a little bit of that around here, like the eyebrows. This whole thing is, like the eye area, so it all works. I said in my other video, but out of the entire Dior Prestige skincare line, I feel like this is the one thing that I'm like, if I had to repurchase one thing, it's this one. Okay, and then we've got La Creme, the moisturizer. The one that I use is the just normal texture. They have the rich one, which is obviously for very dry skin, and then they have the, I forgot the name of the other one, but basically like if you have oily skin, then you use the other one. I just opened this one because this was the refill, which is one of the things that I love about this, is that you can just buy the refill. I don't like to dip my finger into any creams or anything, so I just use this little spoon that it comes with. So I take some out. This one definitely has a much richer texture than any of the products that I just showed. Apply it everywhere on my face and also the neck. I think I actually did a little bit more than I normally do. I was getting so excited to show you the product. With this one, again, I just apply and massage all over my face, always in upwards motions. You're supposed to, always try to do the lifting effect. So that's what I go for with this one. Okay, and once you've applied all that, I go in with arguably the most important step of skincare, which is sunscreen. Now, I will admit you cannot buy the sunscreen in the States, so I buy this one when I go to France, because there's something with the FDA or something about like not letting European sunscreen here. Like they have stricter laws around sunscreen in Europe, and so they have better sunscreens than we do here, unfortunately. But for some reason, like we can't sell European sunscreen here. I don't know the entire gist of it. All I know is that they have better like high protection sunscreen in Europe because they have UVA, UVB, and just better coverage overall than what we have here, but unfortunately they just don't sell it. So whenever I go to Europe, I stock up on European sunscreen. I like that it doesn't leave any white cast, and it also doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. I know like some sunscreens can definitely do that. It also really doesn't smell, I would say. So overall I really like this sunscreen, but again, unfortunately you can't buy it here. So with skincare done, we can move on to makeup. This is the Dior Forever Skin Perfect. The shade is 2N. It is a stick foundation, so you can see right there, and I feel like it applies so nicely. So I literally just drag it around my skin, and then I like to apply it properly around my skin with a sponge. So this is a makeup sponge that I wet always before using. That was like a tip that I saw somewhere. I think it was on TikTok or something like that, and then it honestly changed the game for me. Like it really makes an entire difference if you wet your makeup sponge. So that's what I do, and then I just lightly tap it all over my face just to make sure that I cover everything. And what I like about this foundation stick is that it feels very like a second skin, in the sense that it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. It doesn't feel like it's, you know, like weighing me down. I would say it's definitely like on the lower side of coverage. So if you're looking for like a full coverage foundation, I mean, maybe you can just apply a little bit extra than what I do, but I feel like the liquid foundation would do a better job at like offering some full coverage. This one I would say is again like more on the lighter, more second skin type of coverage. From there, moving on to my Dior Show Brow Styler. I use the shade 032. It is a dark brown is what it says, and it's literally just a pencil on basically on the last end of this one. I do keep this thing stocked up at all times. The other side has a spoolie because I love this brow pencil. Honestly, it's my favorite. So I make sure that I literally never run out. I feel like it's so easy to use, just very natural. And I feel like, yeah, I mean, you could definitely find different ones that are probably the same, but I just feel like I've grown used to this one, so I just always go for the Dior Show Brow Styler. On a daily basis, like the one makeup item that I actually do wear is always this one. Don't normally wear foundation. I pretty much only wear foundation like on weekends, or if I'm going out somewhere, then I'll apply like foundation, blush, mascara, all that stuff. But for the most part, I literally will just wear like brow makeup, and then occasionally mascara if I'm really like feeling like I need to look like I'm super awake. But for the most part, it's just brow makeup and that's it. Skincare, brow makeup, and I'm done. But this thing, I swear, it's just like my must-have. I just got my brows waxed yesterday, so I feel like they're so easy to put on makeup right now. Okay, next up is the Dior Rosy Glow Pink Blush. This one is 001 Pink. You can see right there that I have definitely used some of it. I did mention in my Dior video, like the one where I reviewed all the products, that for this one, I feel like I have to use quite a bit of product to actually see anything on my skin, and that is the one downside of it, is that I feel like it's just not pigmented enough, which I mean, it's fine. Like, you know, I have rosacea, so in general I have rosy cheeks. I don't need like a ton of blush, but I feel like for the price I would want it to be a little bit more pigmented without me having to use so much product. Like this is me brushing it on the product for a while to be able to like get all this. But I guess, you know, you have the other side of the coin with like the Rare Beauty blush, where like a tiny bit is more than enough, because if not, it's just a crazy amount. And I do add this Forever Glow Maximizer. This one is also in the shade Pink. This one is like sort of a highlighter slash blush at once, so I add like one dot there and one dot on the other side, and I swipe it up, so just above the cheekbone basically, to blend it with the blush, but again, like also keep kind of like that highlighter look. And my last step is the mascara. I do use a lash curler. I'm not gonna show you that though, because it literally freaks me out. Like whenever people show it on camera, I just literally freak out and I'm like, no thank you. So I spare you that. But I'm gonna use the Dior Show Maximizer. This, I just put it on before my mascara, and it really helps lengthen. It is white, so it does leave like a slight white color, but I mean, it obviously disappears. One, it like dries up and it just disappears, and two, when you put on mascara, it obviously also covers it. I do love the Dior Show mascara, and then the Dior Show Over Curl is my favorite though. Like between those two, I really like both of those mascaras, but this one I just feel like, because of the shape of the spoolie, it really just helps curl up your lashes. I mean, obviously that is the name of the mascara, and it definitely does do what it is supposed to, you know, like what it claims to do. Like, I mean, you can clearly see super curly. This one doesn't have mascara yet, mascara eye, so I feel like you can really tell the difference. Let me finish off with the other eye as well. I mean, I feel like this one just really lengthens my lashes and like curls them as it's supposed to do. I do use the minis of all the mascaras and like mascara products type of thing, eyelash products, because I feel like mascaras dry quickly, and also like I said, like I don't really wear that much makeup, and this is the one thing that I'm like, I am not gonna let anything expire touch my eyes or come near my eyes. I just buy them in minis so that I make sure that I actually use up the entire product, because I find like the full-size mascaras, I just literally never use enough of it. So to me, like minis, travel sizes, samples, whatever, like those are my favorite. I feel like Dior does a phenomenal job when it comes to lip products, but the lip maximizer is my absolute favorite. I love this one. I have a few different shades. This one is 001, and I mean, it is supposed to be like a little bit of a lip plumping effect. I find that it tingles just a little bit, like nothing crazy, so don't think that it's gonna be like a super crazy like, oh my god, I'm in pain type of thing, because not at all. But what I like is that I feel like it is super glossy, so that's one of my favorite things, and it does last a while, like the gloss. It is a little sticky, which I don't like that about glosses, but I don't feel like I found many lip glosses that aren't that sticky, so it comes with the territory, you know. But this one, I just absolutely love it, and like I said, I feel like it does last a while, so that's a big thing for me. This is my full face of makeup with Dior Beauty products. As I mentioned, these are just my favorites and like the ones that I use on a regular basis. I do have a bunch of different Dior Beauty products. I've tried a lot of different ones, but these are my go-to no matter what. So let me give you a close-up of the final look, just so that you can really hopefully appreciate the makeup. And trust me, as somebody that has like super sensitive skin and I can rarely ever wear like a lot of different products, like I feel like Dior Beauty products are pretty good on my skin, so I do really like that, both on the skincare side and the makeup side. Anyway, I hope that you liked this video. I hope that it was helpful, especially just seeing in action a lot of the products that I talked about in my last video. But if you have any questions or anything that you want to share, or if you have tried Dior Beauty products and you want to leave your thoughts, you know, do that in the comment section. I always love hearing about people's experiences with different makeup products, especially like with Dior. So as always, leave any comments in the comment section. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.